All right, welcome back, everybody. It's been a while. It's been almost 5 months.
That's crazy.
January 26th was our last update, and so we are here to kind of catch you up on 2026.
Yeah. Go ahead, kick us off.
You kick us off.
Okay.
All right.
So we've been starting something new. Basically, we've been working on building out a different business that, I would say you were kind of the figurehead of. Essentially, where we're helping, let's say, executives with their AI, but we did not start that way. In January, we set up a bunch of business foundations. So it's like email, website, calendar. We hired some new people. We started reaching out to Gregory's own network. If you know Gregory and you've been reached out to, thank you. We started doing YouTube channel and just all the things that we need to do to start a business, which is funny because as you'll see in this video, things have changed since what we originally created, but I think it's for the better. I had a little side project going that I've decided to, step away from so I can help Gregory more. And we had a pretty big project, which was running a half marathon. So, anything else for January?
Yeah, what did you think about coming off of Profit Pandas and starting this new company? Like in terms of setting up the foundations?
Interesting because a lot of this stuff, it's like, when you do it the first time, it's so kind of overwhelming and you're like, what do I do? And how do I do it? And am I doing it right? This time there was less of that, but it was almost like, okay, how do we do this better? Because, we learned a lot of things from the previous business. So yeah, it was a good learning experience.
Yeah, I think for me, it was, I didn't really appreciate what we had set up for Profit Pandas until we started AI Window, because we built that over 3 years. And just even the smallest things like an email or an email template or whatever, like how we do invoicing.
So many little systems that compound.
Yeah, so it was interesting to see it. But anyway, in January, we had no revenue for this new company, but that's the beginning. Yeah, exactly. All right, so January was focused on basically building the foundations of the business. February, we were going into the model of doing audits for companies, AI audits, basically trying to understand how AI can benefit companies and stuff like that. And we, after doing hundreds, if not 1,000 of warm outreach, friends and family shout out, we got 2 clients.
Congrats.
So one was an audit, which took like 16 meetings to go through, should not have taken that much. And the other one was an automation that we built. So it was a good learning experience. We were working with our team. We were using N8N, which funny to hear that now since
I know
we don't see that anymore.
It feels so old now.
And then we also started trying to bring in a cold outreach agency.
Yep. That was a learning experience too.
To help with acquisition. And we ran a marathon, our first marathon. Yes.
Crazy.
We never published that video.
No, we did not. Maybe we can just drop in a little segue of that.
Yeah, or we'll just drop in we did record, I think.
Yes, we did.
So we'll just put it up raw because we don't have an editor anymore. We went to there was a landing anniversary at Al Chen's house. Shout out Al Chen.
Yep.
We started climbing again.
That was fun.
And at that point, since most of the logistics were already set up, we said goodbye to our executive assistant that we had for 2 months. So
I laugh not because like we were happy to let them go. They're actually a very good EA. I think the problem was it was just like I don't think we knew exactly what we were doing at that point. And to have an EA, I think you need to have like a task set out for them, and we didn't really have that. So we decided to cut our expenses, and unfortunately that person was one of them. Granted, it was another good learning experience though. All right, so on to March. Our expenses were pretty high this month, and I think we were still trying to figure out the right balance between what we need to pay for in terms of sales, team, what we're actually servicing the client with. We signed up for some, what's it called? Coaching? Yeah, sure, we'll call it coaching. That was like moderately useful. We had to say goodbye to one of our developers, unfortunately, and get a more experienced one. So that was, I think, a learning lesson for both of us in terms of, how to hire a developer, how to work with them. Personally, we went on a trip. Yeah, we went to Puerto Rico. That was very cool. Shout out to the boys for hosting us in Puerto Rico. It was very nice to see them and chill on the beach, even though we did get stir crazy within like 2 days of being there. AKA, we're bad at vacation. And then you met somebody. I will let you talk about this person. But the last thing I'll say is we tried to test out a few different paid options for our sales and figured that it would be best to just do them ourselves first. So that's what we're doing. But do tell about.
Yeah, no, I think looking into April now, I think this is quite fitting because while we were in Puerto Rico, I was connected with a high net worth individual / entrepreneur, and that moved our model from AI automation agency from AI automation agency to AI auditing agency to executive coaching. And I'm looking at this now and just realizing that for the first quarter of this year, we were actually negative in terms of cash flow and like capital injection. And I think April is where things start to take a turn because we started doing executive coaching, both to clients one-on-one and group coaching with Kayla. Also, we started reducing a lot of our expenses because we realized, at least in this model, currently we don't need a lot of team members. So it's just Kayla and myself now. We said goodbye to our cold outreach agency, our YouTube agency. Shout out to the boys for helping us.
They're great. If you need a YouTube editing agency and you're a real estate agent, go check out your Tube team. They are excellent.
And then we said goodbye to our developers because we started learning to build on our own on Claude. So Claude has been our life every single day in Q2. In April, we got 5 coaching clients. And then personally, so after Puerto Rico, we went to Las Vegas.
That's right. It's only been, wow.
Oh, because next week,
feels so long ago.
We saw the man, the myth, the legend, Peter Hernandez, aka Bruno Mars. How was your first Bruno Mars concert?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. I mean, it definitely, I don't think I'm a concert person, actually. But it was so cool. I think we went to the right concert because he played all of his songs, crazy. All of them. So that was cool. And I enjoyed that we got to go together.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I saw Bruno twice during the 24K tour, and that was, to me, way better. There's 2 things I didn't like. One, I'm older, so I get tired more easily. But I guess he's so big now that everyone's just singing every single song.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to hear Bruno sing. Granted, I was the one singing before too. And also, what's the other thing? I think that's it. I'm just older.
We were standing.
Yeah.
We were standing a lot.
But it was cool that Anderson .Paak was there.
Yeah,
we basically
it was a whole vibe.
We basically got like four concerts. We got an Anderson .Paak concert. We got a Bruno Mars concert. We got a Silk Sonic concert, and we got all the albums from Bruno Mars.
Yeah. So that was a good one to go to.
And that was in Houston. So while we were there, we checked out the Johnson Space Center. How did you like that?
I actually really liked that because we got to see the pool that the astronauts train in, and I honestly didn't think I'd ever see something like that. So it was neat to see that, and just understand where the magic is made, I guess.
Yeah, Kayla has now been to 3 NASA centers. Oh no, 2 NASA centers and Blue Origin.
Yes.
JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Johnson Space Center, and Blue Origin, Washington.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Oh, yeah, kind of. Okay. And then you want to talk about your...
Yes. As you can see behind us, our apartment is pretty bare. So we finally got some plants, and I've been tending to those plants. That's about it, honestly.
Okay. And we just recapped May, so...
Okay. May. Yeah, holy crap. Last day of May, as we're recording this right now. We so severely cut our expenses that net profits have been pretty good this month. Also because Gregory's been working his tail off to get new coaching students and to get bigger packages. So good job. Thank you. You are now at 10 coaching clients. One of your old friends definitely hooked it up. So shout out to that person. You've been shadowing this high net worth individual, which is interesting to see what you've been learning. I have been group coaching their EAs, so I have my own little army going. Building systems and just trying to understand the strange place that LinkedIn is. You did your first seminar this month. I think it went well for being the first one. We actually got complete strangers to show up.
Let's go.
So people we did not know. You've been working on your YouTube game a little bit with the shorts now. Shout out to Opus Clips. We've been using that to cut the shorts so we don't have to hire an editor. And then we've been working on a course. So that's been cool. Do you want to talk more about like where the thought of the course came from or like why you're doing it?
Yeah, no, I think shout out Chris and Paulo. Part of what they said was if they can't fully sell their package, they downsell to a course.
Yeah.
And I think the overarching theme of this business, I think, will be educating businesses or business owners on how to use AI. And so whether that's a seminar, one-on-one coaching, or a course, I think I'm just kind of putting this all together and trying to experiment and getting experience. So that's what's going on there.
Yeah, that's been good.
Ooh, that's
okay, and then I have been playing a lot with Claude Code, and it is kind of amazing, but a little bit scary, which how much it can do in your day-to-day life to just like automate everything. So I've been doing that with a certain platform that I'm not going to name just in case, because it's technically against our rules. Okay, personally though, I think we had a big achievement this month. We finished watching Smallville.
Oh.
And for those who do not know, Smallville is 10 seasons long with 20 episodes that are 40 minutes each per season. So we spent like six months watching Smallville. I have thoughts. We can talk about that on another time.
Talkville.
Yes, but now we've been sampling different TV shows. And what are we watching right now?
Yeah, I think over 1 or 2 weeks, we decided let's not binge and let's sample. We sampled like 20 episodes, but half of them were 20-minute shows. And I think we've converged on 2, I think. One is Suits.
Yes.
And the other one is Foundation. But it is June. Oh, Survivor. We finished Survivor too. Survivor 50.
Survivor 50.
And this month, next month. House of the Dragon's coming out.
Yeah.
And the Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized too. We watched. I guess it doesn't really matter. We also watched.
Who cares? Throw it in.
What's the one? The Kingdom Knights.
Knights of the
Seven Kingdom.
Yeah. So now you know our TV watching habits and history.
Right.
We've been exploring Austin a little bit more because we live here, and because it's a new place for both of us, we've been trying to check it out. So we have gone to the botanical garden. Very cute. Lots of children though. So just FYI. And we went kayaking yesterday. How are your shoulders feeling?
My shoulders are great. My lower back is not. I'm an old man, but yeah, it's weird. But anyway, yeah, it was cool to. I think we got we've been getting really lucky with weather in like when we went to Antarctica and wherever we go. And yesterday, it's getting warmer in Austin, but we went in the morning. It was not too hot. It was not too cold, and there were clouds.
And it was not too busy.
Not too busy. Yes.
Yeah.
Go on a Saturday morning.
Exactly. So Gregory of the future, if you're watching this, cool down on the kayaking. And then last but not least, we've been exploring Austin's food scene, which I will be honest, I was a little bit harsh on when we first got here, but that's been pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this counts as a food scene. We went to 99 Ranch, which are everywhere.
But tell them about our new afternoon snack that we get from 99 Ranch, or it's supplemented by something at 99 Ranch.
I'm going to guess, are you talking about mangoes?
No. Egg chi.
Oh, you talk about egg chi. You love egg chi.
So I like boiling eggs, and I used to just eat it raw, and then sometimes I'll sprinkle salt, maybe pepper, but we recently been getting kimchi, so we just eat hard-boiled eggs with kimchi, and I call it egg chi.
This is making me kind of hungry for that now.
Exactly.
Shoot. And then we have been trying out ramen. We've been trying out a dumpling spot. We went and got sushi. We went to a taco truck called One More Taco. One More Taco. Juan. So it's been pretty good, actually. And Austin is really, showing itself to be a decent place. So anything else that you'd like to add from the last almost 6 months that we've been away?
No, I think it's...
How are you feeling?
I think that we reflect on this every day. I think it's how we don't really work as much duration wise, but I don't know if that's because there's a combination of we're in an exploratory period. We're smarter entrepreneurs. We use AI, and so I don't know if, but also it's a season of like we worked really hard the first 3 years, and so now it's like taking it lighter. So yeah, I think I'm excited to kind of build. I think we're also building a larger foundation, as Hermosi would say. If you want to build a big building, you need a wider base.
Sure.
So I think that's a good combination of just like slightly being less stressed, but still making progress, but being more efficient with AI. Yeah, but how about you? How are you feeling?
I am feeling decent, actually. You know, when you start a new business, it's always nerve-wracking because you're like, is this actually going to work? So it's been really impressive to see how much you've grown this. And then it's also cool that I get to work with, you know, automation and stuff like that. And I think it's a good learning experience. Personally, it's kind of weird because this is the longest that we've been sitting in like one place for a while. So I think I'm getting a little stir crazy. But I think it's been good for us. A lot of self-reflection, I think, has been happening, and I think we're building something better than last time.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I think prior to this, we were almost going somewhere every month, whether they're long trips, and this is the first time we've actually stayed put for 3 months.
Yeah, it's a while for us.
And so I think we're always refining what's the right balance of how long we're in place or traveling.
Yeah.
I have a theory that it's once every 2 months, but I actually think I'm going to go towards, but we should do weekend trips though, I think. So
yes.
I think at least one weekend trip per month will kind of balance that out.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I think the next month or so, it's going to hope to continue business. I mean, we've been on an upward trend so far, but I think at any point that could stop. And so it's more of just kind of exploring and figuring things out. And, you know, I think something will click by the end of the year. I hope. No, it will. Manifestation.
It will.
So anyway, anything
cool.
else?
No, I don't think so. Good job.
Good job. We haven't done this in a while.
I know. It's been a minute.
All right.
All right.
See you guys. Jeech.